Hello Sagittarius. This reading is going to be for the singles. Yeah, let's dive in and see what we get. So for the singles for Sagittarius, what is the most important thing for them to be made aware of? The most important thing for Sagittarius singles. What's the most important thing? Way too many. Way too many. If they're supposed to come out again, they will. Ooh, I love that one. This is the Six of Cups. I love this energy. This talks about reminiscing in the past. It can talk about a past love. It could talk about that loving feeling that you get as a young child when you're young and free and there's no worries and cares. Nostalgia. Could be something from childhood, meaning there could be some kind of person that helped you along the way when you were friends with somebody and you guys just kind of fed off each other, best friends, and maybe you hadn't seen them in years. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. Young. I like it. Alright, you're lucky. This one doesn't come out very often. It does talk about love. And love in every dimension, not just romance. Or it could represent children too. Children in your home. This could be a father figure actually. The King of Swords is somebody that has that intuitive ability where they're very ambitious. This is somebody that has a good strong drive. They like to get things done. When they make decisions, they make the decisions for everybody involved so that everybody's in balance. It's a real honest person. They speak their truth. They don't hold back. Could be somewhat of a strict father, just to make sure that their children are good and behave and learn, that kind of energy. Oh my gosh, the Eight of Cups. This is somebody that's walking away from a situation that's emotionally unfulfilling. Is there a divorce or something? This could be an attorney. You're not married, are you? Because this is for singles, but it doesn't mean just let that flow, because you could be going through a divorce, which would put you in a singles category perhaps. But somebody here might be getting a divorce. And there may be children involved. And it's because somebody is walking away from a situation where they don't feel loved. There's no emotions. There's nobody giving or getting love in a situation. These cups are dry. They're empty. Oh my gosh. There is a couple here, and there could be children. Or this could be somebody this could be you, Saggy, as a single person. Maybe you're thinking about somebody from your past. Because this does also represent a soulmate connection, these two cards together. This could very well be a soulmate connection that may be ending, or somebody's walking towards you because they're cutting out a situation they're in now, and they're leaving that energy behind them, and maybe they're headed to you. Or they could be leaving, you could be leaving, and this could be you as the soulmate. It could be, let's keep going. I need more info. I need more info. Oh my gosh. I think there's a king here. And I think this is your energy, Saggy. All of this up here is you. I think this is you perhaps considering walking away from somebody that no longer has emotions for you. And neither do you have for them. Queen of Wands, oof, this is somebody that's very bitter when they're in the reverse. And it's only because this is the kind of person that hates, put it this way, they fear rejection. They fear it. It's just part of them. And that's when they're upset. That's when there's a fear of somebody cutting somebody out. You're probably cutting them out and you're walking away from them because there's no emotions. There's no emotional fulfillment. It's dry. And the other thing is, it could be a partnership or a soulmate connection between all of this. Could all be about a soulmate connection that's being cut because this person is not, you don't feel like they're part of you. The Nine of Cups. Now this is somebody that is this is somebody that wants to look for love. This is somebody that's on a mission. They have their cup. They're about to cross that river, and if they fill that cup up with that river water, they're headed out to find somebody else. And it could be both of you. I see it more so for the King of Swords, which is you, Saggy, that you're wanting to look for love elsewhere because it's too dry, it's empty, there's no love. This person doesn't love you, and I don't think you love them. And this could just be your energy that you're in, that you're wanting to make sure that when you make a decision about this, it makes a difference and it's the best that it can be. You're not being bitter. You're not being angry. You just see things as they are because you are holding the Ace of Swords, and this is all about truth. You may have spoken your truth to this person, which might have brought them into this bitter, angry mode. Because this is somebody in reverse. This is somebody that likes to control people. It's because they don't like anything in their lives to be out of control. It's a harsh energy, but I can understand if you're being cut and maybe you did love this person. Maybe it's just you, Saggy, wanting to break away from them. Because I don't feel that if they're in the reverse, they're having a hard time with it. It's hurting them. They don't want to be alone. You guys are a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. But to me, it looks like you're taking what love you have and you're headed out. You're walking away from it. And you're probably reminiscing about old times when you two first met. It could just be it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe it was just maybe you were just living together as a partner. You know, this is a partnership. There was romance, but I don't feel like there was a marriage. I don't see the marriage card yet, but let's see what we get here. What is on the bottom of the deck? There was a home. There's a stable. Here's what this is. This Ten of Pentacles, this represents a home that is stable. But this is the home outside appearance to people that walk by, that drive by. They think everything's great, everything's wonderful. But when you open the door, you've got a situation here where there's no love. This could represent children as well. I think I said that, but Saggy, you're not wanting this. I think you feel like you've spoken your truth and you're letting this person know what you're going to do. And when they found out about it, they became very angry and upset, which makes sense. But you are headed out not just to get rid of this. I think it's because you're just looking for love. You want somebody to love you. And you love them. It's sad. Let's see. Let's clarify some of this. This could be somebody that you worked with, somebody that you met when you were working together, and maybe you decided that it just wasn't, you thought it was going to work, but it didn't. There's a lot of cups here. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 7. That's more than half. All the cards are in the upright, which is a very good thing, because if they're in the reverse, that tells me that there's no love, absolutely, and never probably has been. It might have been some kind of lust or something like that. But this is telling me that somebody here is wanting to head for love. They're heading out. And it could be both of you. Maybe there's a way this can be fixed. It ain't over yet. Because the home is still in the upright, which tells me there's still a home here. And if there's children, that's going to be a major. I think this is just because it's indicating it's a soulmate connection. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know that there's children. There was some good news that came in. That's why this is here. Somebody from the past maybe contacted you, Saggy. Is that what it was? And you got good news? And that made you want to think about getting out of a situation you're not happy in and head to them? Why is the King of Swords here? Because there's been some kind of toxicity in this relationship that you're in now. And you know it's not good for you. Because this is somebody, like I said, this King of Swords that has that ambitious, that drive. They're intuitive. They know that they need to be removed from a toxic situation, and it must have something to do possibly here, or both of you. You could be addicted or obsessed by one another, or I feel like, Saggy, that you feel like you're in a toxic situation, and that's what you're cutting out, which ends up being this person. There was a marriage, or I should say there is a marriage. So now that changes everything. Isn't that interesting? You've got the Devil and the Hierophant right next to each other. Oh. The King is leaving because of a toxic situation. Saggy, you prefer something that's more spiritual. Spiritual love, spiritual fulfillment. You're not getting it where you are. Let's clarify that Two of Cups. The Five of Swords in reverse is a battle that's been lost. Unfortunately, when it's in the reverse, there's going to be ongoing arguing and bickering. Whatever this ends, if this ends up being some kind of separation, divorce, there's going to be somebody here that's going to keep nagging you, and it could be because it's mirroring the Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be the person that could keep pulling you back into the drama of their life because they're not happy. Ooh, yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Now this is somebody that is in reverse, in the upright. This is somebody that has, it's a very slow energy. This is somebody that brings money into the home. They might be purchasing a home or property, but in the reverse, all of that's being halted. It's like, no, we're not going to do anything at this point. If perhaps you guys were thinking about moving or thinking about buying some land, but all of a sudden, no, this Queen is saying no, no, no. And that makes sense. I kind of wonder if you're both not feeling emotionally drained. A lack of emotions. And the Knight of Cups. You got the Two of Cups again. I think, Saggy, that you knew this was a soulmate connection, but you knew also that it was very toxic, and you were looking for something that's more spiritual. And this person, maybe they tried to change, but it was too slow and they just weren't able to. And instead of you being attached with this toxicity, you want to cut yourself free from it. So you're basically cutting free a soulmate connection, because with the Two of Cups in reverse, this tells me that there's no connection here anymore. There's been a break. And then the Ten of Pentacles. Moving away from a home, headed to a place where it's better. Where things are different. Life is different. I always say, if you're in a situation like this, and there's a lot of karma, because I feel like this relationship was tethering. This, by the way, this is Capricorn and this is Taurus. I feel like this has been tethering back and forth. And if it has been, I hope, Saggy, that in your partner too, I hope for them and you, that you both learn your lessons from this situation and let that karma go. Ask the divine to remove it from you. Because you don't want to move on with that attached to your back. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's pull energy. Indecision. Somebody here is having a hard time making a decision. And, you know, the way I see it, it's very possible, because with you, Saggy, it's hard. It's hard to make a decision sometimes when there's a break. Especially when it is a soulmate connection. But the roads that are offered here, the two different roads, they're both labeled as unknown. Sometimes it's hard to get out of a relationship when it feels comfortable. It's in that comfort zone. But at the same time, if it's not a good relationship and there's no love and it feels really dry and empty, and somebody here could be toxic, it's not worth staying. But it's still hard to make that decision. It really is. I'm going to get one more. The soul's journey for you, Saggy. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That's very wise. You're looking for balance. That's what you're looking for. And you know how to get it. And you don't judge. Don't judge other people, lest you be judged. Alright, that's what I have for you, Saggy singles. I sure hope this helps. It seems a little harsh, but anyway, I wish you the best, and I will see you next time. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.